lot of advisors expect different things out of the CRM, I think, but where I think they should focus on is probably 2 or 3 major areas. The first, by far, should be a way to keep track and sort of memorialize the service and future needs for your clients. So recording the activities that you're doing with them, whether it's meetings or phone calls, and having sort of a history there, so that if somebody else needs to step in, they can see and research something very quickly and help the client out immediately. It's also good, of course, for the advisor to be able to go back and recap. So just sort of a history. But I think what a lot of advisors should focus on as well around that is sort of proactive history. So ways to set to-dos for the future to make sure you're taking care of things and moving forward on opportunities that could exist for that client. Further would be prospecting. So I think more people think of CRM as something for existing clients, but when a prospect comes in and using the CRM to keep track of your prospects, noting what those opportunities are, some commonalities maybe between some of your prospects and some of your existing clients, ways to communicate to these prospects that you have a good handle on their needs, the CRM could be a good tool for that as well. And then finally, I would say maybe from a management standpoint. So maybe if you have multiple advisors, the ability for somebody to look at and see the different tasks, different responsibilities, different response rates, different volume of information. It's not necessarily always activity, it could be even just the volume of information that a particular advisor is handling. It's a good management tool. Well, a good CRM will give you some ability to keep database of information. A good CRM will give you some ability to create some notes in history. A good CRM will give you some ability for to-dos. But a great CRM is going to allow you to use it more comprehensively, be able to really search that database or compare the database. But more importantly is probably workflow. So we use our CRM as a workflow tool. It's the simplest example of that is when you get a new client, there's probably 14 things on your checklist of things that should happen upon getting a new client. And when you have a workflow, you have all that built in, and when step 1 gets taken care of, it moves to step 2 and so forth. So you have a good regimented practice, checklist, systematized way of handling with these different issues that come about. Junxure is a great CRM for us, and we've been using it a really long time because it's really built for advisors by advisors. So that's pretty powerful. It comes sort of out of the box, ready to be used by a financial planner with all the things that they would typically need. And it's still being used by so many advisors. It has such that long history that all the updates that go on are really powerful for people that are really in the trenches doing the work on a day-to-day basis, as opposed to some other companies that are trying to figure out what an advisor might need.